But you know, Dylan and Mark, they're in cahoots, they're in connection. Is they gonna get rid of me? I hope these people dead. I've said too much. YOLO, bitch, so listen. Hey now, say now, about to play now. Yeah, come around with right now. In the future, let's right now. And everything's gonna change. Yep, that's me.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Sweat Water Feed You Up the Good. Yes, I do for good. It's your favorite intuitive reader. Yeah, I'm here. What's up? How you doing? How you feeling? Because, yeah, I'm good. So today, I know it's been a minute, but it's okay. Don't be too bad. Today, we're going to be talking about TT's Theory. And TT's Theory today will be on our new series that we will have, American Horror Stories. American Horror Story. So, of course, we're going to start off with Murder House, which is the first one. And before we get into all of that, make sure that y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and y'all click that bell. And yeah, share it with your friends. Y'all know I'm a simple bitch. Now, let's dig in. So, American Horror Story Season 1, The Murder House. It was a nice, fab, cunt season. It was arguably one of the best seasons. I mean, hey, we watched the same season.
Did we watch the same season?
I don't know, but hey, it's really fucking good. If you haven't gotten into it, go get into it. Now, American Horror Story, there are a couple of stories about American horror that were in season 1 of The Murder House, okay? And one of those stories that was based upon true events, because it wasn't all fiction, the Black Dahlia. Now, let me tell you who the Black Dahlia is, okay? So, it was this aspiring actress. Her name was Elizabeth Short. She was an aspiring actress who died a brutal and horrendous death in LA. And her story is one of the longest standing cold cases in Cali history because
they still don't know who damn did it.
But I digress. Let me give y'all the vibe, okay? So, there are like a couple of depictions of how this could have went, who killed who, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it because why? It's TT's Theory. Y'all following me? Come on. So for the time being, Elizabeth Short, she was from Boston. She was the middle child of 5, and she's always wanted to get into singing cinema. Along the years later on, she made her way to motherfucking Cali. Now mind y'all, Elizabeth Short, she wasn't no angel. She was very much, she was like Marilyn Monroe. No shade, if you ask me. She was like Marilyn Monroe. She was very much cunt. She was that girl. Marilyn knew her way, how to get what she wanted from a man. Elizabeth knew her way and how to get what she wanted from a man. They were very similar. Very similar. Were they around the same time? I don't know. Anyways, and so, while some way, shape, form, and fashion, she migrated her way from Boston all the way to Cali, and she was a waitress. Elizabeth was what they called back in the day a hopeful Hollywood. Okay, those are those people who move to Hollywood in hopes that they can be somebody. She moved to LA to see if she could finally catch her big break in the acting industry. And for her to be finally the aspiring star that she's always known for herself to be. But it wasn't until January of 1947 when those dreams turned to nightmares. Miss Elizabeth Short's body was found mutilated and badly and brutally beaten right next to a sidewalk in a vacant lot at Leimert Park in Cali, where a woman walking her 3-year-old daughter found her body. Now let me tell y'all what they did to her. Whoever this killer is, she had a rose tattoo on her inner thigh. They cut that bitch off, stuck it up her cooter cat, chopped her in half. Bitch chopped and screwed her, bitch. They sliced her up like Fruit Ninja. Sick. She had a nice, nasty Joker smile slit cut from her face from ear to ear. And her face was just, like, it was just horrible. Now, fortunately, they was able to ID her body because, like I said, she wasn't no saint. Her fingerprints were inside the system of LA because she was just like applying for jobs around the area because she was trying to get this nice job in LA. Not only that, but her fingerprints and also her mug. No, that's sick. How y'all gonna put? If you look up the the newsletter of with her story, you're gonna see a picture. LA's so messy. They used her mugshot for when she went to jail for underage drinking as the news coverage photo for the picture of the news. That is messy. So at this point, the people in LA, they know her. Now listen. They tried to make it seem like she was just like some sex vixen because, like I said earlier, she knew her way around a man and how to get what she wanted from a man. One of the investigators said up until the last few months of her passing, she knew 50 men. Now, for those of y'all who don't know that the old folks talk, when somebody say me and him, we knew each other, that means that they had relations. So the investigator said she knew 50 men the last few months of her passing. But the last 30 days, she knew 25 of them. She was fucking on half of them. That's a nigga a day. Oh, she was pushing P. Baby, Elizabeth Short was pushing P. Stop motherfucking playing with her. Hello? They found her body in all of this horrendous way. Mind you, the little bit that I told you, that wasn't even it. There was like foreign blunt objects shoved up her anal canal. There was feces in her stomach. Some people would speculate that whoever this person is forced her to eat it beforehand, because like I said, they split her, like they split her right up under her rib cage, and the cut was so big, it was like she was basically cut in half. So all of her stomach area was exposed and out, and they drained her corpse completely of blood. So clearly now this is, you know, her corpse body was drained of all of its blood. So now we have to put in our detective goggles, because clearly you would have to know what you're doing medically in order for you to make that type of precise incision right up under her rib cage, and to be able to effectively and efficiently know how to clean her body on up, and also for you to be able to drain all of her blood like that. So first, people were trying to say that it was his doctor. Dr. Holden, George Holder, one of the Holdell. He was a dentist that used to work outside his office. And as you can see here, what's exhibited in American Horror Story, you know, it looks like she came in for a favor, she couldn't pay for it, yada yada yada, trying to keep this vixen narrative with this doctor. He had that damn Novocaine on her, like Frank Ocean, baby, Novocaine, and she OD'd on it. And he was raping her while he was doing the procedure, and then she died. So that's what's depicted here in American Horror Story. Me, I don't feel like it was the dentist. But we're going to get into that. Her blood, and that woman and her daughter found that damn lady. A long and drawn out investigation was held for Miss Elizabeth Short. And that's when, you know, they really had to plumb these allegations. And you know what? The LAPD, like, y'all were so foul. How y'all did that lady mama? How y'all gonna call her mama, lie to her mama, and say that she won a beauty pageant, beauty contest, just to get all this information out of her, then yet to tell her, oh, she really died. They did that because they wanted to be the only news outlet source and the first news outlet source to have the underlying scoop about Miss Short. So they lied to that lady mama, telling her mom that they was gonna fly her out and so her daughter could be here for the pageant. Like, that was foul. That was foul. That was like, it was the LAPD like system was so corrupt during this time. Like, that's why this lady, it's still an unsolved mystery. Like, that was sick. But anyways, child, they said that the only sole witness that they have was a bitch who saw a black sedan leading up into the night of her murder. Now, mind you, The last person who was seeing her was a driver who used to drive her around. He was the last person to see her, so that might have been his black sedan. They said that he was one of the last people to ever see her. However, Karma, I have my own speculation. I think it was Dylan, but we're gonna get into that. So speaking of Dylan, 10 days after her murder, the police department, they get a phone call. Now the phone call goes a little something like this.
Listen, the Black Dahlia murder, I did it. You're gonna get a package in the mail that proves that I did it, and it is what it is. Hands up.
Calling from a payphone, bitch, like Maroon 5. So he called him from that payphone trying to call home because, bitch, he's like, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to, I don't know. It's like some sick and twisted psychological thing that some of these killers be doing. That were like they want to play games with the detective. So he sent them a package, but he poured the package in gasoline to lift all of the fingerprints, and he cleaned that motherfucker so well, bitch. He cleaned that motherfucker better than Consuela from Family Guy.
Jeez, can you give me a break here?
I clean toilet. It's okay.
Please leave.
Oh, okay.
No, bitch. They couldn't find shit. It was only one fingerprint that was ever traced in or found, but it was messed up during transit. So they found like address books in there, her birth certificate. So clearly, this person had access to Miss Short, or they knew her in some way, shape, form, and fashion because they had everything. And there was also a name in the address book was Mark Hansen. I think Mark Hansen. Yes, Mark. He was a famous Hollywood person, and I believe that story seems more credible because all she ever cared about was being an aspiring star. The dentist one, I mean, I mean, hell, if you was fucking on these men to get what you wanted, I mean, hell, you could have had one. But hell, why would I fuck on them to get me the procedure? Now I can go straight to the men to get my. I digress. Y'all ain't got shit to do with me. Speculation say that he got rid of her because he had Dylan, that's who I think did it. But you know, Dylan and Mark, they're in cahoots, they're in connection. Is they gonna get rid of me? I hope these people did. I've said too much. YOLO, bitch. So listen, he is very powerful. His money holds weight. He got money in Hollywood, baby. He was Hollywood in his time, in his prime. So he had cahoots and connections with some of the law officers, and he knew that this boy Dylan, who used to work at a morgue, remember how her body looked? He used to work at a morgue, so he was used to using the tools and the procedures for how to drain and clean a body. Because they didn't find shit on her body. The head was barely anything in the body. Big fat ass, bitch. Like, bitch sucked her dry. So, mind you, because Dylan should have went down because Dylan was the only one who knew details about the case, like how she had a rose tattoo on her and her thigh was cut off and shoved in that woo-hoo. And bitch, so they took him down. But they, you know, whenever you are an officer, you cannot just be so happy just because you get a confession or somebody say the wrong thing. You still have to go about it the right way, because they locked him up, threw him in the back of that damn Buick, them damn police cars, threw him in the jail cell, didn't give him no attorney, didn't give him no damn Miranda rights, and at that point, everything that they pulled on that man was thrown out. It had to be thrown out because it was unjust and unfair. Granted, we love the laws because, you know, people like me get put in that predicament all the time, but bitch, y'all had him. But bitch, you just let him go. But you see what I really feel like? I feel like they did that on purpose because, like I said, bitch, that Mark person, he had money and he had connection in all of the motherfucking police officers. So clearly, the officers, this is my theory, because this is TT's theory. Y'all are here to hear my theory. They did that on purpose that way he could walk free, so that way nobody would motherfucking get charged for her murder. But then gag, that dentist that I just told y'all about, years after that, baby, in 2013, his son, I want to say his name is Steve Hodel, however you pronounce his last name, boo, he came out and was like, listen, I think my father did it. My father did it because I was going through his file after his death and his passing, and I found a case file with pictures of her here. Like he found evidence on his daddy, but like I said, I think that all this was a setup because, like I said, that man could have easily been paid. But I digress, child. And so he said that he believes that his father is not only in connection to the Elizabeth Short murder, but also to other murders, and this is another reason why I think that this is false, because when they was pulling them fingerprints in them daddies, they didn't find out a fuck ass thing. They didn't find shit. So clearly your fingerprint would have been inside of another system, like connected to another case, and those would have matched. So that's how the math isn't clicking, because even if the identification would have been unknown inside the system, they still would have been able to collectively connect the fingerprints to each case and each murder. So that's how that math wasn't mathing to me. The math wasn't clicking. So I definitely, even like, I mean, I don't know, I'm going to say that one for a minute, but this is exactly why I think, another reason why I don't think the doctor did it. Because when I was researching the story, I mean, I can see as to where, like, they was there, but I don't know. I feel like she was showing me that he didn't do it. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't feel like that he did it. My honest truth, I don't feel like he did it. 2013, there was this retired detective, and this damn police dog, the dog name was Buster. Now, Buster, he can sniff out crack anywhere in a room full of shit. Bitch, hello? That dog had a very keen sense of smell, and that dog found traces of decomposition in his soil. You know how much that grass was cut and decomposing soil? There was also traces of bodily decomposition found in the house, the Victorian house in the manor, because like I said, he was working out from his house. And I don't know, it was very sick, it was very twisted, the way how this woman died. I do think that okay, I just got some information. And you know what? You know what? I think I know what happened. Let us hopefully see if she comes through, okay, guys? It's a bit short. Y'all heard that? Yes. Are you here with us, Elizabeth? Oops, hold on. For those of you who don't know, can y'all show me a yes? Show me a yes. Yeah, let's get the program. That's right. Show me that yes. That's right. Can you show me a no? Can you please show me that no? Outward. That's a no. And when they go yes, things start coming together. Okay. No, it's out. Show me a no. Go ahead and show me a no, babe. Thank you so much. Miss Elizabeth Short. I'm seeing something like significant about your stomach. Also, babe, thank you. That's exactly where I was going at. I remember when I was spraying the area, like everything around with the Florida water, I felt something like kicking in my stomach. Were you pregnant, Miss Short? Were you pregnant, Miss Elizabeth? Okay. Which also, like, that makes sense because her stomach was cut out. They cut out everything. They got the stomach, the womb, the uterus, all of that is gone. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this also is going to further my question. Did you know who the daddy was? Him. Who is him? I don't remember these men names. Well, it was so many, she saw 50 of them. And she was with 25 the last 30 days of her life, allegedly. This is all allegedly, and only for entertainment purposes. Wait. Okay, Miss Dahlia, Miss Dahlia. Did you know your killer, Miss Dahlia? Did you know your killer, Miss Dahlia? Did you know your killer? Did you know your killer? Okay, y'all see the answer. She her killer. I was seeing, sorry y'all, it's gonna put the plate show, but I was seeing, like, I was thinking about like Elizabeth, are you still here, Elizabeth? Are you still here? Yes. Yes. Okay, I just heard the Scribox app say yes. Was that a yes for what I was seeing? Is that a yes for what I was seeing? Miss Shore. Was that a yes for what I saw? Okay, so that was definitely a yes for what I saw. What I was seeing was like, remember earlier when I said it was like a setup? I saw her like getting like taken. It was. Okay, so Elizabeth, was it George Holden? Now was it that Dillion man? It's a yes because okay, but was Dillion hired by Mark? Was he hired by Mark? Okay, well one more time. Was he hired by Mark? Yes, he This was a setup. This was a setup to cover up your pregnancy, wasn't it? Yes. And the spirit by the time she said yeah. Tonight, yes, tonight. Yes. I rest my case. Did y'all enjoy this? Did y'all enjoy this one? Because I know I damn did. I fucking did. Let me tell you something. That was a cute, quick little one too. If you guys did enjoy this session, we are gonna cleanse the energy around here. But if you guys did enjoy this, I appreciate all of you. You are. Thank you. We release you now. Ashe Ibo boy. Shabbat bow tie. And Taro Rosto Ibo bobo. Shabbat. Oba. Shabbat. Shata. Yes, that was so beautiful. I do appreciate each and every one of you for waiting till I got good and ready to come back. And I'm back. Checks for sweat stains. And yeah, that was light work. That was light work with my little so god silly of me to be gone for so fucking long. I know, bitch. I would want to decapitate my own. That's sensitive. We just talked about decapitation. I'm gonna beat my own ass next time, but I do appreciate each and every one of y'all for sticking this long to the end of the video. Comment which season next that y'all want me to uncover. Comment who you thought. Do y'all think that it was the doctor, or do y'all think that it was the Dillion person who was doing it for that Mark dude? Because like I said, there was a cadaver dog that sniffed out decomposition in his land. But mind you, the son was also able to connect the daddy to other murders, so it doesn't mean that it was essentially Elizabeth's. So it was like it's too many like missing pieces in this case. But I'm just telling you what I saw from my perspective from the other side through Miss Elizabeth here. So you comment down who you think did it, which team did it, which one sounds a little bit more reasonable and also reliable here. Now I know it can be difficult because one is a dentist, the other one is to work out a morgue. I'm gonna go with the bitch with the morgue who was able to drain that body. A dentist may know how to cut, but bitch, you don't know how to drain. You don't know how to drain a motherfucking body like a bitch that drains bodies out of dead people. Come on now. I digress. hopefully this video, I'm still alive in 32 years, honey. And they don't try to get me for motherfucking for spilling the tea. But I do love and appreciate you, one of y'all. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and click that bell so you to get more notifications. Because baby, we're here, we're alive, and we're healthy, and I'm getting fucking better. What do I want to say to y'all? Until next time, tell these folks that they free trial is over. No, baby. You cannot create a new email, Gmail, baby, to get you another 7-day free trial, Buka. Baby, we got that IP address, baby, and we got the Apple ID, Buka. You cannot create another free... No, you cannot create a new account for another free trial. So, whoever needed to hear that, their free trial is up. And you know what? I fucking love you. It's Auntie Fiji. What would with the good, and I'm out, bitch.
Hey, say now, about to break down. Yeah, coming around with gray hair.